last night at this time, we talked about a danger facing firefighters that has nothing to do with flames and smoke.
Instead, it's the risk of cancer. During our special report, we talked about how many are raising concerns about occupational cancer, especially after the death of a colleague and the diagnosis of several others. The city of Virginia Beach started working on a plan to combat cancer in firefighters, including during an event today. 10 on your side's Amy Avery is following up on that report tonight. Amy?
Well, Lena and Tom, today firefighters were able to get screened for more than 50 different types of cancer through a simple blood test. Some of the firefighters we spoke with say they're anxious to get the results, but they'd rather know now than when it's too late.
Chevy was a friend of mine. I got hired with Chevy, and to see it happen to him, we're all at risk.
Captain Paula Worth has been doing this job for 21 years and knows the high risks that come along with being a firefighter. She was one of many who responded to the jet crash in 2012. She was driving engine 5 at the time and says her husband, who's also a firefighter getting tested, was in one of the first trucks on scene.
For our family, it's a big day.
More than 300 current firefighters and retirees pulled up their sleeves to get the test so far. The Galleri test is a blood test that detects more than 50 different types of cancer. It's just one of the measures the department is taking to prevent another heartbreaking loss.
Chevy meant a lot to all of us, and we don't want anyone to have to go through what him and his family went through. Especially if we can find something earlier.
Medical advisors for Grail, the creators of the test, say it detects patterns in the blood that could signal different types of cancer.
If you find cancer in its earliest stages, you have about a 90% chance of beating it in 5 years. Once that cancer is spread, that falls to about 20%.
Dr. Whitney Jones says there's no single occupational exposure with more documented risk than firefighters because of the work they do. He says they've tested around 7,000 firefighters in 33 states. Firefighters face incredible battles every day, but many who were tested say this isn't something they thought they'd have to think about when they joined.
Come in to serve and do what you can to help people, and then you're exposed. We're not really aware. We're much more aware these days than we were 20 years ago.
Now that testing continues tomorrow at the Fire Training Center on Birdneck Road. From here, the test will get sent to the processing facility in Raleigh. The test is available commercially for those 50 and older, but doctors say this test should not replace a normal screening. Amy Avery, 10 on your side.